A big decision that we had to make when we decided to embark on our RV adventure was which type of RV to get.
We quickly narrowed it down to either a motorhome or a fifth wheel.
Choosing an RV is a personal decision based on the goals and desires that you have at the time, and there's no one type fits all.
Yeah, so we're going to share some of the factors that went into our decision that ultimately led us to our fifth wheel. The first thing we considered was how we were going to use it. If we were going to be traveling a lot, moving quickly from place to place, spending most of our time basically on the road, a motorhome might have been a better choice.
I think so.
But in our choice, we were going to do more of a combination of traveling and maybe staying in a particular location for a longer period of time and just venturing out and not moving so quickly from place to place. And we wanted something that felt a little more like home.
Yeah, something more homey than roadway-like. We wanted to feel like we weren't living in an automobile. Not that there's anything intrinsically wrong with that, because there's not. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But we just wanted to feel more about living, maybe making a base camp at an area and then visiting things around that surrounding area and then moving on when we feel like moving on. I guess it's more about the adventure and diving into places and immersing ourselves in an area than it is to just be eating up highway all the time.
Right.
Yeah, so this definitely makes us feel more at home than looking at a steering wheel maybe or something like that all the time. And not that you can't in a motorhome make it look like home and all those types of things. For us, it was just a little bit easier for it to be detached. In fact, even when we're in a parking lot, we don't feel like we're in a vehicle at all.
Yeah,
in the
still feels
fifth
like
wheel.
home.
Yeah, definitely. Choosing a fifth wheel over a motorhome for us also meant that we would only have one engine and one transmission and other vehicular components to maintain. If we were to get a motorhome, we would also have gotten a tow vehicle, which means we would have had two engines, two transmissions.
Yeah, and if something went wrong and had to be repaired in the fifth wheel, obviously if you have to take it in the shop, you lose your living situation, which is not good. But if something goes wrong with the truck, we don't have to take our RV in. Where in a motorhome, if something goes wrong with the engine in the motorhome, then you lose your living space. So it seemed like it was more of a risk of losing that living space.
Yeah, there's situations certainly where the same thing can happen with the fifth wheel. You lose both the truck and the and the living space. But in general, you're more likely to have to put both in the shop with the motorhome, of course, than with the fifth wheel in the truck.
One thing we wanted was a lot of interior and exterior storage, and we found the fifth wheels to have a lot more storage than the motorhomes in our targeted price range.
Yeah, and we looked at dozens of motorhomes, and none of those in the price range that we were going to pay, or even a little bit more, had anywhere near the storage, interior and exterior, that we have in our current fifth wheel. Now, some of the motorhomes would have a considerable amount of exterior compartments, but that split a lot of it up and allowed us to put smaller things in a lot of compartments where we wanted some big tubs to be able to put into one big area. So we definitely like the storage interior and exterior in our fifth wheel above anything that we've looked at.
Yeah, for sure.
We were able to get our 3500 diesel truck and a 40-foot fifth wheel with 4 slides and substantial features for far less money than it would have cost us to get a comparable motorhome.
Yeah, we saw plenty of motorhomes that had the same amount of storage or even more, but they were way out of our budget.
It's far above our budget, for sure. So that really helped us in making our decision.
Yes.
There were a lot of other things that went into helping us make our decision to choose a fifth wheel For example, we really like the idea of having a full-size four-wheel drive pickup in the mix. It offered us great utility. We could even fall back on it for work purposes. We could haul a lot of things around for business ventures. We could even maybe even haul fifth wheels and trailers around for people if we had to.
Yeah, and it has plenty of room for family and friends to go along with us. Another thing that is often brought up about motorhomes is the ability of the passenger to be able to get up and make a sandwich or use the restroom.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, it doesn't help the driver.
No.
You still have to stop if the driver needs to stop. So for us, it actually works better because it gives us a chance to both get out, stretch our legs, and look around,
take in the sights,
see what we've been flying past at 60 miles an hour, and get some fresh air, and it really works out good for us.
Yeah, it does. And in some cases, it's probably not even safe to really be getting up and moving around. So
yeah,
I mean,
especially on some of those bumpy roads.
Yeah. So anyway, we definitely don't mind pulling over and getting out and stretching here and there, and it's been pretty good so far.
Yeah.
And another thing is like high ceilings in a fifth wheel. Just
yeah,
we really like that.
It's much more open and just feels so much more homey than a motorhome does for me.
Yeah, for us, it really works.
Yeah.
We hope that the things that we shared in this video are helpful for you in making a decision to choose between a fifth wheel and a motorhome. In fact, you might even choose a motorhome after watching this. But in any case, we hope that you choose the RV that's right for you.
Yes, and please remember to comment, share, and subscribe.
Thanks for watching. Are you absolutely sure I need to wear makeup?
Yes, it helps when you're under the lights. All the guys do it.